You know, there's one type of cover and structure that so many anglers just drive right past or drive under and never give a second thought to making a few casts. I'm going to tell you, there's not a time that goes by on any lake that I go fish all around the country that I don't stop and take advantage of this particular type of cover and structure and what it holds in the amount of bass, food, and shelter. The type of cover that I'm talking about is, of course, a bridge. So what makes a bridge such a great place to go catch a bass? Well, number one, it offers a tremendous amount of shade potential on real sunny, bright days. It also offers the bait fish a place to go. Bridges have numerous hiding places for the bait fish to swim around and be safe, but they also have numerous places for bass to ambush bait fish and feed. That's what makes a bridge such a great place to go fish. And all bridges are not the same. Some bridges have columns, some bridges have rounded edges, some bridges have little turns and little creases and crooks in there where bait fish can hide and the bass can ambush. So that's one of the things that really makes a bridge intriguing to me to fish, is that it's just not a single solitary structure. Each bridge has its own characteristics in places where fish like to hide and set up to feed. Now, one of the best baits that you can absolutely fish on a bridge, and one of my favorites, is a bait from Yamamoto Custom Baits called the Swim Senko. And this is my primary weapon when I'm fishing any type of a bridge, and it's really, really simple to rig up. I'm rigging it up on a 1/4 ounce hula head with no guard. I'm going to take that head and I'm going to usually pick a 4-inch Swim Senko. And I like this combination of a 1/4 ounce head and the 4-inch Swim Senko because it represents a lot of things, a lot of bait fish that swim around. And the 1/4 ounce head gives me the ability to be able to work more of the water column without having the bait fall too fast. A 3/8 head or a 1/2 ounce head really falls a little bit too fast for me, so I like that 1/4 ounce because I can fish it up on top of the water, I can fish it in the middle, or I can fish it on the bottom. And all I'm basically doing is taking that bait and I'm going to rig it up probably about 1 inch or 1 1/4 inches up the head, and I'm going to pull it out and expose the hook just like that. That's all that's needed when doing this technique. I'm matching that up with typically a bait casting rod and reel with 10-pound test or 12-pound test fluorocarbon line. I like a high-speed retrieve, like a 7:1 gear ratio reel. Tends to work really good for me most of the time. And then it's just a matter of just casting around the bridge and casting around the pylons and figuring out where the fish are located. A lot of times they'll get right in the middle sometimes of these pylons. They'll be right on that middle section right there. A lot of times there's some debris or maybe a partition in between those columns where bait fish or bass can hide underneath and something like that. And as soon as that Swim Senko comes right over them, they come up and they attack. So look for those little ambush points, but when you're out there fishing the next time and you go under a bridge, make sure you stop for a few minutes and make a few casts, regardless of the water depth too. Whether it's 20 feet, 30 foot, 10 foot, all the way up to 100 foot of water. I've caught fish in numerous depth ranges all throughout the bridge structures. You just need to stop and make a few casts, and you may be pleasantly surprised. I'm Mike DelVisco, and I'll see you on the water.